Today's story is about 3 wise men. I wonder how they got to be wise. Did they read lots of books? Did they have to take a lot of tests? I don't know, but they seem to know a lot about stars and kings and babies. Let's open the book to the Bible story called The Wise Men's Story.
3 wise men had seen a star. A new star. A special star. 3 wise men had been studying the stars for years and years. They had been searching for this one. This one was special. 3 wise men started on a journey. They loaded up their camels. They began to follow the star.
I'm so excited,
said Melchior.
I have a feeling this is going to be the start of something big.
I've never seen such a bright star,
said Casper.
Look, it's leading us to the east. Oh, come on, Camel. Get a move on. We've got a really long journey to go,
said Balthasar. The camels and their riders ambled slowly across the desert. They bumped up and down. They swayed from side to side. They mopped their brows in the fierce heat. They rubbed their sore bones. And they shaded their eyes from the sun.
Look, the star is leading us to Jerusalem.
Well, if a new king is to be born, Jerusalem is the place to find him. Let's go and ask somebody.
Here is Herod. He was the king of Jerusalem. Herod was proud. Herod was bad.
Can you tell us?
Where is the baby who has been born King of the Jews?
What do they mean? I'm the only king.
Herod's face dropped. His eyebrows furrowed. His mouth turned down at the corners. Then he called his advisors. The prophets have written, they replied, that a king will come from Bethlehem. Herod's anger burned. He must get rid of the new king. He must think of a plan. His eyes narrowed. He put on a false smile. His voice went squeaky.
A new king in Israel. I would love to see him and worship him, of course. Now, go to Bethlehem, and when you've found him, report back to me.
The wise men bowed. And then they got back on their camels. And they followed the star once more.
They were right, you know. The star is stopping over Bethlehem.
Can this tiny village be the place where a king lives? Let's go and find him.
The wise men had got off their camels. They found the baby with Mary, his mother. they bowed down and worshipped him. They gave Jesus the presents they had brought. They gave him gold and frankincense and myrrh. They were overjoyed to see the new king. But they were also very tired after their long journey, and they found a place to rest. They fell asleep quickly. God was watching over Jesus. He knew the wise men must not tell Herod where Jesus was. So God spoke to them in a dream. Don't go back to Herod. Don't tell him about Jesus. He wants to harm him, not worship him. You must not go back home that way. The wise men were very wise. And they listened to God and did what he said. And Herod never found the new baby king.
Those men were very wise, weren't they? I think the wisest thing they did was to listen to God and go home a different way. Let's close our eyes and think about all the people here in school who help us learn things. The teachers, the midday supervisors, the helpers, our sports coaches. Let's close our eyes and be quiet and think of all these people. Now, I'm going to say a prayer. And if you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you for all the teachers and helpers here at school. Thank you for giving us minds to think with and hands to work with. Please help us to use them well. Amen.
So goodbye from all of us. Have a wonderful Christmas and we'll see you in the new year. Bye.
Bye.